So in this video, we're going over a huge tip that's going to help you easily win more matches and hit better balls while you're out on court. Hey everyone, it's Tyler from Universal Rackets, and today we're going over the further back you are, the more up you want to swing. The closer you're up to the net, the more forward you want to swing. Once again, today, I'm going to teach you, next time you're on court, whenever you are closer to the net, that means you need to swing more forward. Whenever you are further behind the baseline, that means that you need to swing more up. Again, if I'm up here, I'm swinging forward. If I am back here, I'm swinging up. I want you to think, before we get into it, I want you to see this visual. There are two things that you need to do in tennis. Number one is to hit the ball forward. If you hit the ball forward, there's a net. It's going to go in the net. Number two, you need to hit the ball up. If you hit the ball straight up, it's not going to go over the net. It's not going to travel the distance that it needs to do. So there's two things that determines how high you want to hit the ball. Do I either want to swing out more, the ball is going to go more forward, or do I want to swing more up? That's going to bring more height. Now, I want you to think, the closer you get to the net, the less court you have to work with. Look, the closer I get to the net, the more offensive I get, that means the less court that I have to work with. So the less court that I have to work with, that means I have less time to work with. And what does height need? Height needs time and topspin so it can bring the ball in. The further back I get, the more court I have to work with. The more court, the more height I can play with, okay? I'm going to show you guys right now. When I'm back here, watch, if I hit this super high ball, here we are. Look, it is going to still go out. Shoot, a little bit too long. And I lost it. But if I'm back here, or if I'm up here, and I try to hit the same ball, here we are. Look, it is so long. It has no chance, or actually went in because I played with height. Wow. All right, guys, that's the video. I'm done coaching. Just kidding. We're not editing that. Who cares? We're not all perfect, right? But you guys get the gist of it, okay? Now, how do we keep the ball in? Even if you play with height, you hit the ball slow, right? But if you're not hitting the ball slower, if I hit the ball at the same speed up here and back there, this one's going to go in, and this one's going to go super long. Not like I just did, because what did I do with that second ball? I hit it much slower because I didn't want to mess it again, and I got tight. Don't get tight, or you're going to end up not hitting right, okay? Now, how do we hit more height? I want you to think, we're going to swing more up, okay? So whenever you are at or behind the baseline, or the further you get behind the baseline now, all you're going to think is this video. Oh, well, Tyler told me on YouTube to what? I just got to swing up more. I got to swing more up. Okay, now, when I get closer to the net, what do I have to do? Okay, now I just have to swing more out and forward, okay? By swinging up, that'll help you hit deeper balls. It's going to be a higher ball, so it's going to be a higher bounce for your opponent, and you're going to be able to push your opponent back. Now, when you're closer to court, you go swing more forward because you're going to have less time for your opponent to hit, right? And also, what does it mean? What does it mean? You're going to be able to keep the ball in, and it's not going to go long. Also, what happens when you hit the ball high up in the air? What can't your opponent do while the ball is in the air? Your opponent can't touch the ball. So if you hit a super high ball up in the air, what does that mean? It's going to be traveling that your opponent has to wait for, so then what can you do? You can recover. So if you ever get pushed back behind the baseline and you need a little bit more time to recover, now what? The ball's up in the air super high, and now you move up. Too many players, they go wrong. They're not using this rule. They think, what? The further back, I still swing forward. I don't change up the height of my swing or the height of the ball that I hit, right? They're not watching this video. So they'll hit a ball like this. And if you play a player that can hit the ball back, they don't even have to be good. They can be a pusher, and you hit the ball all the way back here like that. What's your opponent going to do? They're just going to tap the ball, redirect it, and then you're not going to be able to get to the next ball. And that's why the further back you get, the more height, the more you need to swing up, and then you're going to be so much better off. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and my epic fails. That's okay. We're not cropping. Again, I'm not perfect. If I was perfect, I'd be playing in Wimbledon right now and not on YouTube. You guys would be watching highlights of me versus Roger Federer, but that's not the case. Make sure to check out the link in my description for my Instantly Improve My Forehand and Serve ebook. Check it out, guys. I'm telling you, make sure to subscribe. My goal is to get to 100,000 subscribers, and your subscribe could help. And I'll see you guys next time on court. Remember, again, further back you get, the more up you want to swing. The closer you get, the more forward you want to swing while you play tennis.